Yesterday, I finally got a chance to play with my own players because, only duos and solos in Diamond 3 and above. And holy shit, it was fun, man. We lost because my players suck, but it was it was just different. Playing in a 5 stack is just way more fun for those who are in Diamond 3 and above. Originally, I wanted to talk about a classic, but then it would be like a 20-second video, so what's the good in that? I mean, sure, the classic is nerfed. You can right-click less accurately this time, but it's still pretty broken, let's be honest. You can still jump and headshot people over boxes. You can still one-shot people close range, and so enjoy the classic nerf. Onto the topic at hand. Let me describe the difference between 5 stacking and playing solo or duo. 5 stacking is like going into a private party where everybody knows everybody. You know who the weirdos are, you know who the cool people are, and you don't have the pressure of being someone you're not. And so it's just overall a pretty pleasant experience. You can just be yourself, play, and have fun with each other. So that's 5 stacking. Now, playing solo or duo is like a weird version of a blind date where you go and meet people you don't really know. Well, to be honest, you're meeting total strangers, and you are going to spend some time together for the next hour or so, and you just hope in like deep in your heart, you just hope that this lady or this guy is not a serial killer. Or the equivalent in Valorant is someone without a mic. You heard that right. If you're someone who plays without a mic, you're like a serial killer, dude. When you 5 stack, you go into a game knowing what you guys want to do as a 5-man, right? So sometimes as a 5 stack, you want to try hard. Sometimes you want to throw. Sometimes you want to casually try hard, which means sometimes you're throwing, sometimes you try to win the rounds. So there's no dissonance, and there's no difference in frequencies going into a game, which is a common problem that you face when you play solo or duo. When you go into a game with total strangers, especially in ranked, you obviously expect them to try and win the games, but sometimes you don't know how try hard they will be. Sometimes your level of tryhard versus their level of tryhard just don't match. So this creates an imbalance where there's going to be players nitpicking on every single mistake you make, where you think it's perfectly okay to make those mistakes because you don't take the game as seriously. This problem rarely exists in 5 stacks. You don't really care when someone in your 5 stack whiffs a whole magazine or misses a showstopper and kill you instead. You laugh and you just move on. Because you're on the same page, 5 stacks kind of create a safe environment where you will be allowed to make more mistakes, and you can try new things without being judged. And so this indirectly helps you become a better player as you expand your comfort zone. In 5 stacks, you'll also have better coordination because everybody will have a mic going into a game. And overall, there's going to be less toxicity because everybody's just very tolerant towards each other, making mistakes, again and again and again. Or maybe you'll have more toxicity in some cases because we do have bad friends. So, with all that, it's not hard to imagine that you can have more fun playing in a 5 stack. And here's a problem that a lot of you really, really, really hate with all your guts. Smurfs. Smurfs will always exist in this world because there are losers, who'd rather play against lower skilled players and stomp them because they want to make themselves feel better. They just can't reach Radiant or even Diamond. But there are also players who go on their Smurfs for the sole reason of wanting to play with more than one of their friends, which you can't do that on Diamond 3 and above. I'm guilty of this. I smurf to play in a 5 stack, but I'm a nice person. So when I smurf, I throw a lot of the rounds, and that's simply because my purpose when smurfing is not to win. Now, with 5 stacks for Diamond 3 and above making a comeback, hopefully there will be less smurfs because then everybody can play in a 5-stack regardless of their rank. Smurfing will always be a problem. It's still going to be a problem for a lot of you guys. But again, there's nothing really you can do about it. I never have a problem with Smurfs because I'm good. You don't want to face Smurfs? Then get good and become the Smurf. But anyway, with this change coming in the next patch, a question that probably pops up in our heads will be who benefits, right? Who benefits from this change? Who benefits from 5-stack coming back to Diamond 3 and above? Low-rank players, well, yes, because like I said, there's probably, hopefully, going to be less Smurfs. Pros, believe it or not, they will benefit because we're still human. We do have friends. But really, the main group that I think benefit the most from this change are players who are good, but not quite professionals yet. Without 5-stacks, players in Diamond 3 and above are in a weird zone where they're good, but not so good that they actually make money playing the game. Just their own fault, really. And they can only play with one other friend. So this is really the most uncomfortable place to be. You know, you're good and you want to improve. Who knows? Maybe you even want to be a professional player. But you can only do it with one other friend, and you'll have to face other players that, you know, might be better than you, and you just can't seem to improve because you're always matched up against players who just don't seem to want to work with you to win your games. So 5-stacks will hopefully help these players, I guess, play in a safer environment like we talked about. And so they'll be able to try new stuff, expand their comfort zone, become better players with the support of their own friends, and also have fun. One last thing I want to talk about. There is a problem that I'm glad Riot did not gloss over when making this change, making a comeback for the 5-stacks. And one of my favorite players actually summed it up on his tweet. Sick said on his tweet that 5-stacks might ruin ranked because 5-stacks just isn't fair to players who solo or duo, because it's just a very different experience playing in a 5-stack versus playing with solos and duos against a 5-stack. He also said that he thinks that solo or duo is like the best formula for you to get better because it's the true test of skill, and it just seems unfair to queue up solo and duo players against 5-stacks because there's this concept that I really like in life where if you want to learn and you want to get better, you have to face players who are better than you are, but not that much better that you just get stomped, and so there's no opportunity for you to learn. So on this point, I agree wholeheartedly with Sick. But I still think that you can improve and have fun against 5-stacks if you have the right mindset, so it's not that big of a problem to me. But I guess there is one comforting thing about this change. Riot brought one important change with 5-stacks, and that is when you 5-stack on Diamond 3 and above, you can only meet other 5-stacks. So welcome back, 3-hour queue times, yay! So with that, I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem for at least ranks Diamond 3 and above. For players with ranks lower than Diamond 3, I guess this is an opportunity for you to practice and get better as a player, and also improve your coordination and communication with strangers against pre-made 5-stacks. Yikes, good luck with that. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on 5-stacks making a comeback for ranks Diamond 3 and above. I think this is fun. Like I said, I finally got a chance to play with higher ranked players, my own players yesterday, and it was really fun because to me, what I love the most is actually having fun in a very competitive environment. So, you know, you want to have fun, but also play against players who are good. And that's just one of the ways you can have fun. You know, you play and beat players who are even better than you. And that's just that much more fun for me. And you cannot get that with unrated. So when I say playing games to have fun, not really caring about the game, I don't want to play unrated. Right? I don't want to play in a game where there's no stakes. There's nothing at risk. You know, at least in ranked, you have a risk of getting demoted. And even though it doesn't mean that much, it's still something that gives you that competitive spirit. And that's why I think this formula of playing competitively while also having fun with friends is actually perfect. And I fully support Riot's decision in bringing back 5 stacks to Diamonds 3, to ranks Diamond 3 and above. And so overall, it's a pleasant change, guys. It's a good day for Valorant. So with that, I'm going to end the video here. I do stream on Twitch as much as I can. I'll try to stream like at least 4 days a week at night, 11 p.m. Singapore time. You figure out the conversions. And yeah, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch to get notified. Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe so I can give you more content like this. So thank you for watching, everyone. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys again very soon.